Okay, before we start rearranging characters, I want to do season four's characters. Please forgive me if I don't remember all of the names. The only reason I remembered season 1 to 3 is like because I played them back to back to back to back for so many years to come. Where Michonne, I played it for the first time. And season 4, I played it for the first time, so it's like I don't remember every character's name. If anyone in chat knows anyone's names, please remind me of them. So, yeah. Let's continue this. Hated. Let's put that. A sim. I don't think, personally, if we had more like episodes and more focus on him being more important, I think he's not terrible. In my opinion, okay, wait. This is going to be a little tricky because the tier list is already filled. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's bad. I think he's pretty average, but he's better than lots of these people on average. I think I'll put him behind the stranger. If he had more character focus, I think I could just put him above the stranger, but the stranger, like I said, I probably will move him because now that I think about it, he was a pretty decent villain, I guess. Any person who just showed up in the end or is a background for the bad guys, I'm most likely gonna put them into hated. I loved him. I loved him so much. There's a reason why he's going in very high. Honestly, I'm debating whether to put him in amazing or favorite. Because he brings that character relief that Omi did so well, and it didn't feel annoying. But there's also that case where he's defends his best friend, but you literally just met Glenn. So it's like, it's awkward because I'm like, he's top amazing, but I don't think he's just bottom favorite, if that makes sense. I'm putting him right here for now. I can move him later. Anyway, this was another one of Lily's crew. Ruby's next. I really like Ruby. I like her better than a sim. I really do. Where did I put a sim originally? I think she is better than him. Pretty sure this was another person. This was the person in the daycare who was taking care of AJ, and I don't know where to put her because I can't put her in hated because she practically raised AJ. She didn't deserve to die, and I wish we had more of the ranch in the story. I think I'm gonna put her for average because she didn't have a character, but I won't put her as bad because she wasn't bad to me, you know? Okay, next one. Oh, I have to leave AJ for last. That's a lot. Let's put all the bandits first. Bandit, guy from the ranch. He didn't need to die that way, but we're just putting hated. I don't remember this guy. So he's going under hated. He looks angry. Hated. Okay. I wish I could add like a one where I'm like, I don't remember them section, because that is where half of them should be. Mitch. Is this Mitch? I cannot remember. I'm trying to remember. This is bad because like I legitimately don't remember his name, and he died in like such a crappy way to die. I'm like searching it up because I think he deserves at least that. I don't think he was the best character. I just don't think the way he died needed to happen. Yes, his name's Mitch. Mitch. Where shall I put you, Mitch? I didn't really like him. I don't think he was hated. He's definitely not hated. I don't think he was terrible. I think he's just bad. Yep. It's just more of the fact that, like, you're starting to really care about this one character and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, right? And then he dies and you're just like, some people probably fell in love with his character, or some people probably got attached with some of the conversations he had. But I was just in the middle. I was like, oh, he's starting to warm up to us. We might become friends at the end of the season. And then he dies, and I'm like, well, now I don't know what to feel, because I don't feel sad. I don't feel mad. I don't feel happy. I don't feel like excited. I'm just there. I'm like, oh, okay. That just happened. It's practically just happened. So I guess I'm just putting him there. This is one of the cancer patients. I swear this terror list had like some of the characters in the worst positions. Like, this girl's from season 3. Wait, let me just... She was about to pop us, even though it was all Kate's fault. This guy I have no personal feelings towards. This guy was a bandit. This girl was probably Lily's right hand and like her. Hated. Probably her. These are her 2 wins. These are probably Lily's 2 wins. And yeah, I guess they're okay. We'll put you in hated. Let me see. Hated. Let me see. Hated. One of the Russian guys. I don't remember this guy. I think it was Leland. I could be wrong. Leland might be up here. Like I said, I'm rearranging some of this. I think I do recognize this guy, though. I think he was Wyatt's... No, this is Wyatt's best friend. I can't believe he survived this long. I saw him and I was like, wait a minute, isn't that... It's the hat. It was, how do you keep the same hat for so long? I think he was a cool best friend. I just don't think he's... I think he's... From what context we got from 400 Days... We're going to put bad because he's the reason everything went to crap, basically. Okay, we're going to put you in hated. I think the rest... I keep saying this and I keep finding more people who have been seen. Okay, there. Jeez Louise. Now we got the... finally got the rest of the people here, and it's just... Oh, thank goodness. Just thank goodness. Okay. We're going to leave AJ for last because that's a conversation that's going to take a long time. Let's do Violet next. I don't like Violet. I don't hate her. Her motivations were valid. Very valid, honestly. But, like... I don't think she's bad. I just think she's average. I don't really care about her. I hear a lot of people chose her to be the love interest, and they loved how badass and cold she came off as. But first of all, that doesn't work for me as much as you think it would. Like, some characters, it's cool and like likable, but at the same time, I think, okay, if we're talking from a standpoint and me trying to be a little more fair, she's put offish. She doesn't want to get close to anyone because they could get close to her, die, worse, go missing. And it's happened to her multiple times at this point. So, yeah, of course she's cold and standoffish. I just don't personally care for it. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone who loves Violet. I just cannot deal with it. The chef. I did not care for the chef. He voted us out anyway, so I just I don't really. He made the soul food, but it's not enough. It's not enough for me. The guy who smoked the Bible page. I forgot his name. I think he was pretty interesting. I glad the I'm the glad the way he went out. I think it was pretty cool. I think his character was pretty fleshed out for a game that felt like it didn't flesh out the characters. Some of them, well, that's the problem with having like multiple characters. If you don't flesh them all out, it kind of just feels kind of sometimes empty because they all have personalities and you're just kind of mixed in between. That's the thing with that season. Like, you're an outsider and you're trying to build connections, but like you can't build connections with everyone, and it's just like, what's the point of having everyone here? Are you just trying to make the school feel a little more full because I guess you made it feel like a school because like you're not going to make friends with everyone at the school. Practically, if you make friends with everyone at school, no one's your friend. So yeah, no, I'm leaving Rosie, that good girl. Let's go. You already know where I'm putting Rosie, my sweet little Rosie. She beats Sam any day. Not going above Lee, I'm sorry. Not going above Lee. Let's put Rosie next to Clementine. I feel like that's fair enough. What was that guy's name? James. Yeah, James. I don't like him. I don't like him. I just don't like him. I know for a fact we talked him down and he became sort of peaceful. I don't know if there was multiple ways where I feel like if we didn't shoot Lily, he would have liked us better. I can't defend him. I don't care about his character enough to be like, oh my god, you poor thing. You believe what people are still in walkers and they have a happy ending. And I'm just like, and what if you're wrong? Like, there's, okay, I'm sounding very harsh with this, but James was just too idealistic for this world. There's certain characters in The Walking Dead where they're like, oh, hey, I have this idea. If we could be more peaceful, or if we could be more techie, or if we could do this and be like more, let's kill it. And then they get killed. And I'm just like, well, there's certain people who fit this world better than the people who are trying to fit this world better. It fits with Walter. Walter was too kind for this world, and he was like, oh, Finns are now better than they used to be, like the politics. And I'm like, he's gonna die, because I'm just like, there ain't no way there's not one single character like this that actually genuinely survives. And whenever they do, it's like, it's not in a healthy way. So I'm sorry, I just can't justify putting James any higher than the cook. And the cook was practically a background character. Next one's Willie. I actually liked Willie. He was pretty funny. I'm putting him in average. Only reason I'm not putting him in good is because, like, again, I wish there was just more character. I think he's better. I think he's better than a Sim. Do I think he's better than Ruby? We have to get back to that. Marvin. Oh, Marvin. Oh, Marvin. I hate you. You killed one of my favorite characters. You could have been the best. Okay, love Lily. I love Lily so much. I love Lily so gosh darn much. But here's the thing with Lily. I just don't think she should have been the season 4 villain. It could have. I think it could have been Marvin. I genuinely Marvin. We could have. I don't know. The story itself for season 4 is okay. I think it's good. I think it's better than season 2 and season 3. I just don't think it will ever be better than season 1. I think season 1 layered out the characters perfectly, the story perfectly, and maybe it's just because, like, maybe we really did need the episode 5, and yes, I know the episodes were twice longer and all that stuff, and beautiful graphics and gameplay, but I'm just like, it's not enough to, like, I feel like everything felt crunched in a way where I'm just like, I need time to breathe, but things keep happening. So, yeah. Honestly, I think he had the potential to be such a cool villain, but he just got relegated to a sad, sorry corpse, and I hate it. Oh, my Shayla. I wish you lived longer. The conversations I had with her, the potential she had, I'm putting her in good. I don't think I think she's top good. I think she really is top good. I love her. I loved her so much. I didn't want her to die, and her beef with Violet felt so natural. It was perfect. Everything about this character was perfect. The only reason she's not in my favorite or amazing is because she literally died and we got nothing more. No more, like, dialogues of, oh, poor Brody, she died. It's like the game wants me to forget she died, and I didn't forget. I could never forget. Brody, you live in my heart. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't remember her name. Is it Minerva? She is a amazing villain. Way better than Lily, in my opinion. I think she's way better than Lily. She was written so well. I'm putting her up in amazing. Yeah, no, she doesn't deserve to be bottom amazing, though. I like I said, I'll move people around, but, like, for now, this is, like, practically what it looks like, so I hope you don't mind for now. Back to one of the characters I feel like just wasn't gonna survive this world. Tennessee. I feel bad because I personally really liked Tennessee. I just, like, every time we talked, he reminded me of Sarah, but, like, I like Sarah 10 times more than I like Tennessee. Cause, like, at least with Sarah, it's like, when she was endangering people, she wasn't really endangering people in a way, where Tennessee was, like, ready to, like, kill almost everyone around for someone who got bitten. And yes, I get it, it's his sister, but that's not the point. He lived in a world where he was like, people can become better, and there's, like, a better world afterwards. And I'm like, yeah, oh, Tennessee, you are giving all those flags. You're giving all the James flags, and I'm not having it. I can't put him on hated because I actually genuinely liked him. But I don't think he's bad. I think he's just average. As AJ's friend, I've had the highest expectations for him, and failed me. He failed me. He's the reason, like, Clem legitimately lost a leg. I'm being for real. If, like, 10 jumped the way when he did, Clem wouldn't have been chopped up with the axe. That blocker wouldn't have bit into the leg because, like, it protected every part except for the exposed gap. I'm sorry. Legitimately, I blame Tennessee for Clem getting bitten and losing her leg. And yes, Clem didn't die, but she lost her leg. And I'm still very salty about that because she used to be the most capable one in the group. And now she's just going to have to stay back. And yes, I know there's a comic that kind of continues Clementine's story. I was going to originally read it, but apparently it messes up Clementine's character development, so I'm debating whether I should read it or not. Because, like, if I did before this tier list, it might have made me not like Clem, and I don't want to be that petty with it. Anyway, we come to our last character. AJ. Alvin Jr. Definitely Carver's kid. I want to hear about it. May look like Alvin, not Alvin. May look like Rebecca and Carver's kid. I think this is exactly where I would put him. AJ was an amazing character. He was perfect in every sense of how they wanted to written him. But the thing is, I didn't love him as much as I thought I would. And it's bad because it's like, with Clem, we raised her from when she was a kid up till now, till we're the ones raising. We saved him in season 2, and we practically were trying everything we got to get him back in season 3, just to get him back to season 4. And the thing is, as much as, okay, this is coming from someone who's very biased with season 3, I don't like how gappy it felt with AJ. And that here's my problem with season 3 in general. I think season 3 has lots of flaws. It's a crazy mess, and yeah. But I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. I think it would have been perfect if it just didn't add Clem in the first place. And listen, this is coming from a big, huge Clem fan, but I'm just saying, the minute they promoted Clem gonna be in this game, it was ruined. No one cared about Javi and his family, and afterwards, no one cared. They were just all like, Clem. And I'm like, you guys could have just made it a standalone season where she's trying to, like, you could have made it a side DLC thing or something, or its own mainstream game, but you didn't. You ruined it for everyone who was trying to enjoy it, and I honestly can't forgive what they did with the character I'm in that game. So that kind of, it affects AJ because, like, with Clem, we see her every single season. We practically raised her every single season. To have, like, AJ come in as this baby character, I was just like, okay, we gotta protect him because he's the future. But I'm just like, yeah, we're just the kid ourselves. And yes, I know Chuck said what he said, but it's a literal baby. So I was just like, why is everyone leaning on this kid? This goes back to season 2's really bad writing with, like, every choice being swayed by a kid. And I know they had to make it a way for, because, like, Clem was the playable character, but it kind of just ruined some season 2's writing. Season 3, people were like, oh, Clem, Clem, Clem. And it barely was about Clem. And people were like, oh my God, this season sucks. And I'm like, it doesn't suck as much as you guys think it does. It's just the fact that promotional everything was just like, hey, season 3 is gonna have Clem, and that kind of ruins everything. But yeah, this is my Walking Dead tier list. I guess thank you for everyone who joined in.